Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. Our next guest is a Bronx native nurse, entrepreneur, and founder of Kurve Lab, a wellness brand dedicated to making preventative health a lifestyle operating on three pillars: vitals, training, and recovery. Offering comprehensive health solutions for individuals and the community with a commitment to bridge the gap between culture and health for a more vibrant tomorrow. And here to share more, we welcome nurse, entrepreneur, and founder of Kurve Lab, Trevor Njoku.
There you go. I love that. That was so good. That was so good. How are you?
Oh my gosh. So I just want everybody to understand that the reason that was so important to pronounce correctly is because you have no vowels in your last name.
Right. No, I have.
Well, you have, yeah, but between N and J, right? So where is that from?
It's Igbo, Nigeria.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm first generation Nigerian. So both my mother and my father are migrated from Nigeria.
Yeah, to the Bronx.
Yes, to the Bronx.
To
Been
the
here
Bronx.
my whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, and you became a nurse.
Yes.
And so let's talk about this.
Okay.
All right, so how does, normally, when you think of nurses, you always think of, the female gender, right? So, and the male usually is like, oh, I'm going to become a doctor. Like, what made you decide to become a nurse?
So, yeah, I am a unicorn when it comes to the nursing world, right? I would probably say being an African-American male nurse, I'm probably 6% of the field. But with nursing, as opposed to doctor, I actually made a whole YouTube video on this. The thing about nursing is that the time, right? I felt like I could be as impactful without being in school as long. So I work in the ER, and a lot of the doctors that I work with are very respectful, and they take my insight seriously. So I'm able to make that same impact, and also I have more time with the patient. Like, I'm the person putting the IV lines. I'm the person that's talking to them. I'm the person that, does their vital signs. Maybe I even give them something to eat if they're having trouble eating on their own. So I have that person-to-person dynamic, but the impact is still as great. So I love nursing. I'm a big advocate for people becoming nurses. I think it's very much needed, and yeah.
Well,
thank you so much.
that's what we did every single night at 7 p.m. for you all.
Yes. I remember that vividly. Yes.
100%. Yes, I was there with my
with the
pad.
pens.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Right.
Yes. And so now you've actually enhanced your services through preventative health care. Now, I'm going to assume that comes from having been a nurse.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk us through that.
Yeah. So right now, the current model in America for the majority of the masses is something called tertiary, right? So tertiary is basically where you have the problem now and we just deal with the symptoms. So that's the medication, that's the doctor's visits, that's the going to your therapist and all things of that nature. And
what's the term?
Tertiary.
Tertiary. It's like putting a Band-Aid.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm I don't want to speak as somebody that's against Western medicine. I'm definitely for it. I think if you break your femur, you should go get surgery, right? But I also think the better way to approach your lifestyle and your health and wellness journey is be preventative. Like, right now, I'm okay. Let me take the proper steps to stay okay. So let me try to, be cognizant of how I'm eating, moving my body, like finding a release when it comes to stress and anxiety. I think it's very important. I think that's how we should move. So that's the path that I'm on, and try to influence people to move in that same path.
Right, which leads us to the three pillars of
Absolutely.
Kurve Lab.
Let's
talk about Kurve Lab.
There you go. I like the way you lined it up.
Yeah, well, it just happens like that. And I just flow with it, right? Because
so
I'm
good.
like, well, you're feeding people with IVs. And I'm
Let's
qualify you first.
Right, 100%. The credentials. You gotta be right. Well, no, I get that. 100%.
Well, it's a direct connect.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Right, but let's talk about the three pillars first. Yeah.
So with Kurve Lab, I saw myself first, and I saw what are the things what type of people do I listen to? The people that influence me, the people that I think is cool, the people that make things in a way that's digestible. So with Kurve Lab, I want to push this lifestyle. So with Vitals, that's our athleisure wear. These are pieces that you can wear any single time of the day. You go to the gym, you go on a date with your young lady or your young man, you can run errands with it, but all our pieces promote wellness. So like this shirt that I have on, it didn't even come out yet, but the back says need money for therapy, because that's something that I saw a lot.
That's what it says in the back?
Yeah. Should I stand up?
Let me see. I want to see that.
Let's do it.
Turn around. Need money for therapy. I need one of those. Wait. Stay there. Look, I'm showing everybody. Need money for therapy.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah. So all my clothing had different messages. Even when my father passed away a little less than 2 years ago, he had chronic kidney disease. And the drop that I had at that time was movement was medicine, right? Movement is medicine, part of me, because he was somebody that didn't work out
So
too
we
much.
moved into the second pillar, just so everybody's clear, right?
Yeah. Yes, that
right.
is
Well,
with
no,
training, but that was just one of the clothing, right?
All right, right.
So that was the second pillar,
Right,
training,
right.
right? So training, the main service that I had with that was the boot camps. So I would have boot camps all over. I had them in Queens, Bronx, Harlem.
But this was inspired by your dad and
Yeah.
realizing that movement needed to play a
100%.
stronger role
Right.
in revitalizing the organs.
Right. And then also my lifestyle. Like I got introduced to the weight room when I was 15 years old from JV football. So carrying that to lifestyle has done so much for me. My confidence, the way I look in the mirror when I get out of the shower, or the way people treat me, I see that a lot. And it's the way I feel.
Right.
So I want to do these boot camps, but what makes my boot camps unique is that I would do vital signs in the beginning. So blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen, right? And what's good about that is sometimes people could find out that they have a problem that they didn't even know.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't go to the doctor as much as they should.
Right, and
Right.
because you're a nurse, you're qualified
Absolutely.
to offer
Absolutely.
this advice.
Yes.
From the perspective, do you do blood types and all of that?
No. At the boot camps, it was just vital signs.
Just vital signs,
Yeah, just vital
right.
signs, no.
Right, and so how are you able to tell when people have an issue, like
Well,
a deficiency, let's say?
Well, it's a very surface level thing because, again, I'm not getting blood work.
Right.
So it's not like I'm getting your hematocrit. It's not like I'm getting your liver functions
Right.
and things of that nature. But if I see your blood pressure is high and you've come to, I've had several boot camps. I'll probably say up to like 15. If you come to 6 boot camps and just on a surface level, your systolic blood pressure, which is the first number, is 180, which happened to one of my good friends who was a D1 athlete, looked very good. You would never think it. He came to 4 consecutive boot camps and it was 180, 180, 180. I'm like, my brother, you might have some high blood pressure or maybe some pre-hypertension going on. He's like, what? I'm like, are you taking pre-workout? What's going on? He's like, no. So this is something that he went and looked into and then did what he had to do. But just that very thing.
Right. It also impacts the way your body reacts to the workout.
Oh, 100%. I would say if you're like in the 200s, I wouldn't want you to work out. I want you to go to the ER.
Got it.
You might be stroking out.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Something might be going on if your blood pressure is that high.
Well, this is an important topic to discuss because people are just working out to lose weight without recognizing that there's other factors.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's about wellness,
100%.
not about losing weight.
Exactly. And it's not all about the looks, too. It's about your insides
Right,
as well, right?
right.
Because that's what starts everything. That's the engine.
And that leads us to your third pillar, which is recovery.
You're doing so good. I'm so smooth. Did you plan this last night? You're so good.
I did my research.
Yeah, that was so good. Okay, well, yes, exactly. Leads to the third pillar, which is recovery. That encompasses our IV therapy service, right? So the IV therapy can alleviate multiple things, from fatigue to wanting to clear up your skin to maybe the night before you too much of that.
I know.
Yeah,
I saw that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
He's helping people out with hangovers.
Absolutely, and that's actually the most popular one. That's the one that. I'm in pain right now. Can you come right now? I'll pay, whatever.
That's right, you do home deliveries, home service.
You've been doing your research. I like what's going on right here.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
How come I never heard of this?
Yeah, I'll go right to your home. Doesn't matter I'll go right to your home. Yeah,
but
no
you do have an actual brick and mortar that people can
I
come
actually
to?
don't have a brick and
You
mortar.
don't?
I'm all mobile.
Well, oh my gosh.
What-
So where's that place that I see everybody sitting in the leather chairs? With
That's
the
a studio that I contract with, and they're actually in Queens.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Recovery Mode. So I contract with them. So I do IV therapy in their studio. If people don't have a place that they want me to go to, I can say, okay, we're there. And then I also do IV therapy for their clients because they have a lot of athletes.
Nice, and
Yeah.
I understand you're making your way over here back to the Bronx.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, you have an event coming up?
Yes, June 30th, mark it, guys. Where's my camera? This one? Yeah, mark it. June 30th, the Self-Care Mixer. This is our annual event. I have an exercise for you. I want you to.
For me?
Yes, for you. I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
10 seconds. Imagine the perfect self-care day. Take your time. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Open up. That'll be June 30th, Sankofa House. So we're gonna have essence. There you go.
That was good.
You like that?
Was good.
I'm learning from you. We're gonna have estheticians, brow techs. I'll be doing IV therapy. We're gonna have physical therapists. We're gonna have a young lady that does aromatherapy candles. We're gonna have a young group of guys that do CBD infused soap, so benefits for the body there, and much, much more. We're gonna have live entertainment, DJs, and we're bringing it back to the Bronx, you know?
I love it.
Yeah. You know about the Not 62 movement, about the Bronx being the least healthiest county in the state.
Yes.
So we're here to change that. And I've been doing a lot of my things outside of the Bronx because that's where my audience is, but now by force, we're doing this here.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
thank
Bringing
you.
back those holistic practices here
you
to
go.
the BX.
That's
kicking
right.
off our summer.
Let's do it.
Mindfully.
That's right.
Já tu
That's
sabe.
right.
All right, everyone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So Trevor Njoku,
That's right.
nurse, entrepreneur, and Kurve Lab founder. You heard it here on Open. And for more information, you can visit kurvelab.com.
That's right.
All right, stay tuned because there's more Open when we return.